I know that choosing a vacation spot is difficult, and that is why I'm here, to help you choose. Most people think of attractions like Disney World or the Grand Canyon or Mount Rushmore, or they think of places like the beach, the mountains, or a foreign country. But most people don't think of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is an excellent vacation spot because of its museums, monuments, and transportation. One of the most interesting things about Washington, D.C. is its museums. There's museums for almost everything, including the National Archives Museum and the Holocaust Memorial Museum. But some of the most interesting, in my opinion, are the International Spy Museum, the Smithsonian, and the White House. At the International Spy Museum, you get to watch videos about spies, crawl through air vents as if you were a spy, and even view some old espionage equipment. When touring the Smithsonian, you can go into many different buildings, including the natural history, American art, and air and space. All of these are so interesting that you could spend days just at the Smithsonian. When you're visiting the White House, upon request to your congressman, you're led through rooms like the library, the East Room, the Red Room, and the State Dining Room, and much more. Some of the most interesting things about DC aren't museums, it's monuments. Scattered throughout the city, these structures were constructed for people to come and remember past presidents and fallen soldiers, remember rights leaders, and people who devoted their lives to their work. Some of the more commonly visited ones include the Washington Memorial, Arlington Cemetery, the Lincoln Memorial, and the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. But some of the other visited ones include the Jefferson Memorial, the Nurse Memorial, the Martin Luther King Memorial, and the Korea War Memorial. But of course, to get to all these places, you have to have some kind of transportation. There are car rental services available, but most people prefer the public transit. There are subways where you can buy day passes for, and some of the stations even go as deep as 160 feet underground. You can ride on metro buses or rent cabs from services like the Red Top Cab and Yellow Cab of DC Incorporated. But if you want a guide as well as a ride, you can purchase tickets for double-decker tour buses or rent segways. I experienced all of this in DC and much more, and I hope that you get to too. So which is it going to be? The Grand Canyon, the beach, Disney World, or historic and interesting Washington, D.C.?
That was good.